Morning, everyone. Friday morning. It is September 19th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo, Adelle Caballero, watching Roads and Rails on this Friday, and 74's Maria LaRosa here. We haven't done this in a while, like almost a beach forecast, right?
It is. It actually is going to be a really beautiful beach day. So if you have plans to, you're winning out today. Otherwise, just really anywhere, it's going to be beautiful. How about up in the air? Yes. Look at this gorgeous view, Chopper 4. I'm always in awe of how you get these amazing shots. You have the crescent moon. That bright spot just to the lower right is Venus. Farther to the right, there's another bright spot. I don't think that's a planet. I tried to look real quickly. I think it's just a regular old star, but just absolutely gorgeous. Tom's Wire, if that's you up there, I know you love sky watching too, so I appreciate that shot. Absolutely gorgeous. But just goes to show we have beautiful clear skies, dry air, so that visibility is magnificent. We have 55 in Newburgh, 55 in Poughkeepsie. Sherman, you're at 60 degrees. We head over to Belrose at 63. Whitestone coming in at 69 degrees. Lynbrook at 67. Farmingdale as well, with Central Park now at 70 degrees. So a beautiful summer afternoon, 81 degrees by the time we get to about lunchtime. 83 will be the high. The humidity, not an issue, so picture perfect summer afternoon. Again, a great beach day too. Through 7 p.m. in the mid and upper 70s, still holding on to the low 70s with clear skies through 10 o'clock. All right, 6:01 right now. Adele, how's it looking out there?
Not in great shape right now, at least not George Washington Bridge. Inbound upper level, we do have a crash taking out a lane. You can see plenty of brake lights already. You're going to need about 15 to 20 extra minutes here, and obviously that's just going to increase the longer it's out there. We're going to keep a close eye on it, let you know when that all wraps up. Cross Island Parkway, an accident northbound takes out one lane here over by Northern Boulevard, exit 31. Solid ride heading all the way back to the LIE, and also watch for an accident on the Grand Central westbound by the Kew Gardens interchange. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you very much, Adele. 6:02 now. Developing this morning alarming comments from President Trump, who's floating the idea of TV broadcasters losing their FCC licenses over negative publicity of him. 6:10 right now. Maria LaRosa looking at the weather. So a lot of yellow there, huh?
I know. Yeah, we keep running these deficits, kind of a holdover from the middle of the late part of the summer, and that continues. So our drought monitor, the drought conditions haven't gotten any better over the last week, so we need a lot of rain. We've got some coming our way early next week, so I'm going to talk totals and that timing as well in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Still ahead, drivers trapped inside.
Now to the George Washington Bridge, inbound upper level. We've got one lane closed off for a crash right under the apartments. We're going to head outside right now to that inbound approach where we've got about 15-minute delays coming up in a few minutes, though. We've got an update for you on that accident on the Cross Island Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
Right now, Maria LaRosa is looking at the weather for us here on a Friday. How's it looking for us?
Well, it's the opposite of what we're dealing with, right? So many days of dry weather. They're in the monsoon. There's some tropical, Eastern Pacific tropical moisture infused there. And so we still have flood concerns, burn scars adding to the issues. Meanwhile, we're on the opposite side of this weather pattern, and it is dry out there, and you can see area wide. That cold front that we're tracking to move through, not a drop with it, so that is not going to be our rainmaker. It does get us nice and warm, and if you're just talking about how it feels to be out and about, it is really, really nice. High pressure is once again dominating the map through the weekend. Here's where we could benefit from a front coming on through. We see a little surge of moisture ahead of it by Tuesday. That could touch off some showers, even a few thunderstorms. And, you know, I was looking at the models the last couple of days, and they're going back and forth, something to nothing and back to nothing. And now they're kind of coming together where, yeah, I think we may actually get some rain out of this, which would be wonderful. Anywhere from a quarter of an inch to half an inch as the forecast looks right now. Again, we could use a couple of days of that nice light soaking rainfall. Just that's not happening, but we'll take every drop. Meanwhile, that front is enough to knock our temperatures down. I think we'll really feel that fall feel the next few mornings, where for tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, Monday morning, we're down in the 50s in the city. To the north and west, a lot of 40s, but you can see where we're headed, right back to the mild. So the cold front is temporary and not very cold, so we're kind of seeing those temperatures back closer to average. So today, again, off to a beautiful start. I'm obsessed with this view. It's so pretty. 70 degrees at Central Park. The dew point's nice and low, so it's comfortable. Comfortable all day and mild. We'll see 79 degrees through noontime, 83 the high through 4 p.m. and it's great at the coast too. Upper 70s, low 80s from the shore to Long Island, Connecticut as well. And it stays mild through this evening, but then the chill settles in a bit heading into tomorrow morning. Any outdoor plans Saturday, Sunday, Monday, go for it. By Tuesday, keeping an eye on that storm threat. We do see those temperatures get back up near 80 degrees, and then temperatures settle into the 70s through the rest of the end of next week, the first full week of fall. All right, 6:17 now. Adele, how's it looking out there?
Definitely a bit of a tight ride here, especially on the Cross Island Parkway. It's on the northbound side, just past the exit 31 for Northern Boulevard. We've got a crash taking out a couple of lanes. We've got Chopper 4 live giving us a closer look onto that. You can see a lot of police department activity through the area. And again, only that left lane getting by. As you can imagine, this is causing very heavy delays. You can see traffic at a standstill there going all the way back past the Grand Central Parkway. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on this, but for the time being, you're going to want to make your way over to the Clearview Expressway instead. If you are heading out to the George Washington Bridge here inbound, upper level, you do have an accident under the apartments. That's taking out a lane. Right now, delays have increased to about 20 minutes coming in from both approaches. And then on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound by exit 13 for 158th Street, an accident here also blocks the lane and delays go back to the George Washington Bridge. Alternate side parking rules are in effect for today. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much. 6:18 right now. Mayor Eric Adams is vowing to roll back bathroom policies at NYC schools for ones more in line with the Trump administration. Adams commented yesterday on changing policies regarding transgender students.
Morning, 6:30 a.m. on this Friday. It's September 19th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele is here watching an issue on the Cross Island Expressway. Problematic there. Storm Team 4's Marie LaRosa is here with the forecast. Good morning.
It's a great forecast. Good morning. It's Friday. We're still in the summer season. It's going to feel like it today as we look into the heart of Manhattan. You got the Hudson River. So far, so good visibility wise. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let's talk temperatures first. We're at a mild 70 now at Central Park, 61 in White Plains, Bridgeport. You're at 64. Down to 62 in Belmar, Newark at 72. Starting to see a little bit of reduced visibility creep in to parts of eastern Suffolk County. So the Hamptons, the South Fork, just something to keep in mind. I'm also seeing it lingering low to the ground right now as I check some of the New York State Mesonet network of cameras here. This is Dover Plains and Dutchess County. So we'll watch that. Otherwise, it looks like this in so many places. Beautiful, clear skies. 79 degrees by noontime. We're headed up to 83, tons of sunshine, nice evening. Temperatures holding in the 70s even after the sun goes down, and then we'll feel the cool as we settle into the 50s tomorrow morning. All right, coming up on 6:31, Adele, a lot of slowdowns out there.
Yes, slowdowns, flashing lights. This is on the Cross Island Parkway here. The good news is you can see here the tow truck does have the car loaded up on the bed, so this is really in the process of wrapping up. For the time being, though, you do have 2 lanes closed off here by police cars and only that 1 lane getting by. Delays are heading all the way back past the Grand Central Parkway. Again, this is northbound Cross Island just past exit 31 and the George Washington Bridge inbound upper level, 1 lane closed off. Also for an accident, you've got about 25-minute delays. Darlene, back to you.
Thanks so much. 6:31 right now. Now to that school shooting threat in Queens as a disturbing social media post leads police to a teenager with a loaded gun on campus. Today, New York's Romney Smith's outside Benjamin. Now, President Trump is floating the idea of TV broadcasters losing their FCC licenses over negative publicity.
The president making these comments to reporters while on his way back from the UK.
Marie LaRosa looking at the weather on this Friday.
Yeah, looking nice at the bus stop for everybody on this Friday morning. Comfortably mild. Temperatures climbing out of the 60s will be well into the mid and upper 70s for their lunch hour, and tons of sunshine wrapping up the day in the low 80s, but rain free. But this weekend, all those outdoor activities, a little on the cool side. We'll talk temps in the 10-day forecast.
Thanks so much. Still ahead of photo album.
If you are heading out to the roads the rails right now, though not so fun here on your FN and Q trains, you can expect to see delays coming up in a few minutes. We've got an update for you on that crash coming out of Queens, but we are going to take a live look outside right now into the George Washington Bridge. Still watching that crash on the inbound upper level. You've got 30-minute delays. Darlene, Michael?
Thanks, Adele. And you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4.
On the way there, like on the D train going down.
I love it. There's probably a lot of people there that Uber eat fast food too. So like the whole effort that goes into making it happen is really remarkable. But as you guys mentioned earlier, Fantastic weather for the event. That is not going to be an issue at all. Nice quiet evening. Sunset, of course, before 7 p.m. now, 6:57. We'll still be near 80 degrees at that point and down into the low to mid 70s perhaps as we're heading toward dessert by 10 p.m. It is going to be a cool night. We do have a front coming on through. We have 59 degrees for the low in the city. Merrick as well. North and west you can see a little bit cooler. Sussex and Poughkeepsie, Monticello down in the 40s. Nothing earth shattering, but even on into Sunday morning we're looking at that same level. 40s north and west, right about 58 for the low in the city, 55 in Islip. So if you've got weekend plans, you may want to grab that, sweater or your light jacket on your way out, especially early. But as you can see, it doesn't last long. So the trend continues to bring back some of the warmth, especially for those morning low temperatures next week, right back into the low to mid 60s. Not too far off from average this time of year. However, we are going to see the combination of those highs and lows favoring above average. So the weather pattern really, as we start to wrap up September, favoring the warmer side of things. So likely seeing above average temperatures, and we could see that pattern really across the country continue into early October. Not that we'll have a few ups and downs, but again, the bigger picture showing no big Arctic outbreak just yet. So high pressure continues to dominate the map into the weekend. That means dry, it means comfortable. By the time we get to Tuesday, a little bit increase there in the humidity. That moisture is a good thing. We need the rainfall, and we could actually get a few thunderstorms out of this as well. And just looking at what we may end up with, perhaps half an inch of rainfall in spots. So again, that would be much needed rainfall. So none of that today as we look into Nassau County. Just beautiful. 70 degrees at JFK, low humidity, comfortable through the day today, and mild. Up to 83, so a nice last Friday of summer. 59 degrees overnight tonight. We stay in the low 70s behind that front into Saturday and Sunday, Monday as well. Tuesday's potentially our stormy day. After that, looks like a dry end to the week with temps in the 70s. All right, 6:48 right now. Adele, what's going on?
We've got a lot going on, actually. If you are heading around through Brooklyn, Eastern Parkway, eastbound, we've got investigation. We're closing down all lanes, Utica Avenue to Albany Avenue. On the eastbound side, westbound, though, you do have a couple lanes closed off there as well. We will, of course, keep you updated on that. Jackie Robinson Parkway, eastbound by Highland Boulevard, also has an accident that's just popped up with one lane closed off. Some taps on the brakes as you make your way through the area there. Still waiting for this crash to completely clear out. Cross Island Parkway northbound just past Northern Boulevard, exit 31. We are starting to see delays break up a bit, though, so that should be clearing out completely shortly. And the George Washington Bridge, we are still watching that stall inbound. Upper level, one lane closed off. You've got 30-minute delays. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you. 6:49 right now. Good morning. Thank you for streaming with us. It's Friday, September 19th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gordrew. Adelle Caballero is here. I bet you call you Adelle Commuter. Adelle Commuter. Really going all in on that. As a commuter alerts for us, and Storm Reporter's LaRosa is here.
It's almost like we just met him, right?
Well, also she's committed to
She is committed.
Exactly.
Adelle Commuter.
Exactly. It's dedication.
And Maria meteorologist, why not? There we go. I'm committed to delivering you the weather and love being able to do it on a day like today where it's really nice start to finish and you got a beautiful view there. Right now, the cloud and radar picture, not much happening far and wide actually. So if you're doing any traveling, this is a great travel Friday across the eastern half of the U.S. pretty much. Dry skies over the city, the Hudson Valley and Long Island. So that sun is bright. It is plentiful today, 81 degrees by 1 o'clock, on our way up to 83. So we're about 10 plus degrees above average for this time of year, but it does make for a nice summer evening. 72 degrees still by 10 o'clock, and then we start to feel the cool and the clear down to the upper 50s by the time we start tomorrow in the city. All right, let's get an update from Adelle Commuter.
Well, for any commuters out there right now heading out to your rails, it's going to cost you some extra time with your NQ, R, and W trains. You can expect to see delays. A look ahead right now, PATH trains. As a reminder, we do have ongoing work here. So Harrison to Journal Square this weekend, you will have no service. That's going to begin 11:59 p.m. tonight, running until 5 a.m. Monday morning. Also expect to see potential delays today with your Maine, Bergen, and North Jersey coast because of ongoing track maintenance. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. So we're now...
It's Friday morning. Marie LaRosa is looking at the weather. We're enjoying this last Friday of summer so far.
It's pretty perfect. Low humidity temperatures in the 70s already from Brooklyn and Queens, Staten Island in the 60s, but clear skies and dry. We do pick up that rain chance into early next week. Some much needed rain. I'll talk totals and time it out for you in the 10-day.
Fancy and fun affair. I've been to it. You should try it out. Cross Island Parkway northbound, we have another crash over by the Grand Central Parkway, exit 29. One lane closed off. Coming up, we've got plenty of road closures you're going to want to hear about. Here's a live look outside right now onto the Cross Bronx by the Bronx River Parkway. You're watching Today in New York.
And it's all happening with Maria, like one of the best days ever, right?
I mean, it's great air show weather. It's great beach weather. That's certainly the case today. Flower show weather.
Flower show weather.
Yeah, beautiful sunrise. We enjoyed these gorgeous clear skies overnight. So yeah, it's going to be a warm Friday, the last Friday of summer. As we head into the last weekend of summer, we've got that fall feel, but not tracking any rainfall until we get to the early midweek next week. So that's going to be important. We'll time that out. Obviously, beautiful day to be anywhere in the city, Hudson Valley, Long Island, Central and South Jersey, all the places. 79 by noontime, up to 83 by 3 o'clock. That'll be our high today. So we're about 5-10 degrees above average. Still really pleasant during the evening hours, 75 through 8 p.m. And then with those clear skies, dry air, and a northerly breeze, those temperatures do drop. It is going to be cool tomorrow, 40s and 50s, right about 59 in the city. That's what we'll be into Monday morning as well. But those low temperatures you see are right back up into the low to mid 60s. So there's no big prolonged cool period, and that is partly helping along our also relatively dry period. Now you look at the overall pattern, and you can see from the Climate Prediction Center through the end of the month, likely seeing above average temperatures. That's certainly the case in the eastern half of the country, and we see that kind of extended even into early October. Not that we won't see a few ups and downs, but generally speaking, we don't have any big cold intrusions. Now, with that said, what about the rainfall? Well, we finally get a front that has something to it, and that's timing-wise is going to happen especially later on Tuesday. We could even get a few thunderstorms, and both big models are kind of locking into that. So we'd like to see that. That means there's a good chance that this will come to be. Hopefully that stays, because another ½ inch of rainfall in the rain bucket will be a good thing. 83 for the high today. That sunset at 6:57. It will be cool north and west in the 40s, upper 50s in the city. More of the same heading into the weekend, but highs in the 70s. Our stormy day, also one of our warmer as we head into next week, near 80 degrees, 70s after that. All right, Adele, how are things looking out there?
We are definitely hitting some issues right now, but it's a look ahead where things are really going to get complicated for you. You want to keep in mind Pulaski Skyway southbound will be closed from Tunnelly Circle to Pulaski Skyway Newark side starting 11 p.m. tonight to 11 a.m. Saturday morning. Also keep in mind starting Monday, we've got the UN General Assembly. You will be seeing a lot of street closures all throughout Midtown and the east side of town, and this will be running all week until Friday. Keep in mind alternate side parking rules and meter rules are also in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thanks so much.